Hey there, excuse me my crazy appearance. I was hanging upside down and I probably look like a lunatic. Nonetheless, I'm going to show you what I'm having for lunch. I have half an hour, so I feel you. Nobody has time to cook or prep, and today is one of those days where I really didn't have anything prepared on my freezer. So what I'm going to do, highly recommend you have at least 2 types of pre-washed organic greens. So I'm going to do arugula because it's my favorite. And I just throw this straight on the bowl. So I started, the way that I do this is like I open my refrigerator and I go like, what can I make as a side of green? What's gonna be my protein? And the oil is just easy, just toss olive oil or whatever oil. So I found a cabbage, which is super, look at the color, which tells me polyphenols, high antioxidants, better to more nutrient absorption if it's raw. I'm gonna eat it raw just because I like the taste of raw cabbage much more, kind of a slaw type. I'm gonna show you how I cut it as well. And this is a splurge day for me. I love this stuff. It has like 4 grams of protein, and this one is not like the super expensive caviar. This ranges 15 to 19 on Whole Foods. But nonetheless, like, can't eat this every day. And my other one is, love this guy. It's a salmon, but it has been tested for mercury. I get this one at Thrive Market. So I'm gonna mix this one with a little bit of avocado mayonnaise and just make a kind of a spread, a salmon salad. I love, how do they call it? Seaweed. So I'm just gonna make my own version of sushi with this. And the salmon, I'm just gonna throw it all into the salad. I'm gonna sprinkle my salad with some hemp hearts for added protein and other nutrients, which are just get a little crunchy on the salad. Also gonna cut tiny pieces of onion. I prefer shallots, but I was out of shallots, so I'm gonna do this one. And I found a zucchini, so I'm just gonna use my hand spiralizer and throw it all into the salad as well. And I'm just gonna dress the salad. Somebody asked me about this yesterday, with olive oil, lemon juice, and salt. Just because, again, I am not that picky and I want things kind of done fast. If Travis was here, he probably would whip up a very cool dressing, which I will share some of his recipes with me. Some of them he keeps it a secret, but and then the salad gets a little fancier, but mine's I usually just plain kind of solve a problem kind of stuff. I'm not saying this to unmotivate and things that food shouldn't taste good, but I think sometimes we freeze and paralyze on having to get it perfect or excellent. I'm not a chef. Food for me is a mean to an end. Of course, I want to have pleasure with it as well, but I'm not gonna not eat the cabbage just because it doesn't taste excellent. I kind of close my eyes and I feel, this cabbage is gonna do me so good. It's gonna be good for my body. It's gonna be good for my mind. Turns out it's gonna be good for my soul. So I'll eat the cabbage. It's not like, we are 5 anymore. Namaste. Oh, actually, hold on. I will show you how I chop the cabbage, because cabbage can be hard to chew. So, here. I was gonna chop it for you on the board. Let me see if I can lower the camera and then I'll do that. Okay, cool. So 2 ways. I just love cabbage. Look at it. You can just use a knife. Don't mind my knife skills. I am no chef. So cut it a little bit and chop it super thin, and you will barely notice it's there. Or another option, and I even do that for my dog Rio as well. This is the quicker method. I know it's cutting my head, but who cares? Just check, and you do this with pretty much any raw veggie as well. It's great with cauliflower, to make cauliflower rice like this, although we can find it a lot of rice cauliflower in supermarkets and stuff. Anyway, I should get a bigger piece. Just don't want to end up with a lot of waste, but Rio will eat it if we do, just for the sake of this video. So I think you got the picture, right? And then it's super thin, you just throw it on the salad. And now this one, same thing. I will cut the onion. I actually like raw onion. If you don't, you can skip that, but onions are really, really good for you. Helps a lot with detoxification pathways. So this, I'm just gonna toss it all in the salad. I'm gonna kind of pick I like the spiral more. Those things are super easy. Of course, you can get fancy machinery, but then again, if I take out the machine out, I have to wash it afterwards. So I like keeping it simple. Look at this. Put it in there. Let's hope it works. So you see, it's spiralizing. This one's a little thicker than I would like, but we'll get the job done. Now I have a salad that has many colors. It has the dark green, it has the light green, it has the purple, and it has the whites and the onions. And I'm literally just going to put olive oil. Maybe I'll go fancy with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. This is one of my favorite brands. And then again, top it off with this. I took out the olives. I kind of use them as appetizer. They're very salty and very fatty and just kind of make me feel strong. And this is it. That's what I'm gonna have for lunch. So as you can see, less than 15 minutes. I will take the other 10 to just look at my food and eat. I'm probably gonna go outside, put my feet on the ground. That's usually my routine. I kind of like to go in the sun and eat without my computer, without even talking to anyone. I just really like to look at my food, take a deep breath. I will record an audio with just a few 3 minutes breathing that you can do, just because we will learn this on the future webinars. Our body works in either fight or flight or rest and digest. So if when you're eating, you are on that fight or flight, digestion is shut down. So the food just sits on your stomach. You don't properly absorb it. And the idea of eating is to get it absorbed, assimilated, so your body can use as fuel. Namaste. The salmon salad, I put it all in a bowl. I'm gonna get just a little bit. I honestly don't even need too much of the mayo. I'm putting more for you guys to see how it can be done. Just a little bit. You can put more. I just don't like too much taste. I'm gonna squeeze some lemon. And you could add some onions here or some spices, some herbs. I'm just not going to right now. And this is it. Outside, I'm going. Final product. And for my vegetarian friends, if you don't want to eat the salmon, you could put tofu, tempeh, double up on the hemp seeds. If you do eat eggs, 3 eggs would be a good idea. What else could you do? I would love, sometimes I would put garbanzo beans, toss them in the pan with very hot coconut oil, and they get super crunchy, add it to the salad. Yes, you see, it takes a little bit more work when you're a vegetarian. It's totally doable. And just bear in mind, we didn't get to the ratios yet, that the legumes are also sources of carb. This that I showed is a very, very low carb meal. That's what I usually do for lunch. I have more of my carbs in the evening because for my body type, it helps me sleep, so I prefer that. And yes, this is it for lunch today. Have my son coming over here, so now I have to prepare kids' meal.
And I'm done with school.
Nice.
I'm happy.